Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, 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 hey!
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Bell.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means if they want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's a gain of 34. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Davis now to return it. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Ready?
It's time to bust.
Rush in. Check hot route.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
Ready?
Switch.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
It's now 2nd
I'm letting you know right now.
Ready? Why? Get wide.
36.
Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike 50. It's just me and you.
Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon.
Come on now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Come on, lady. You better bring it.
They'll run on first down. Bell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Marr is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
54 Mike. Here we go, G.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He wasn't ready.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Red 80.
On first down, it's Bell, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We own them. We own them.
They'll try the right side with Bell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Herndon's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, D.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
There we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
53 is the mic. Target.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
That's it, baby. That's it.
With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. This to Jarwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
We're going to 53.
Kill.
To the air again, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check 13.
Play it.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10. Young lady. Back.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Great shot. Touchdown.
Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red 80.
Not today.
Again, it's Bell. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Real side.
They might fit me.
Hey, tight. Tight dog. Tight lady.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Know your job. It's it.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey, check mine.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
No. Red 80. Watch that. Yo, 80. Hey, Haywood. Hey, son.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had a punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Blue there.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just
looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott down. And that's Elliott, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Get ready. SOS.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From the 41, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott going right side here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott to throw. Oh, nice move. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the red 80. Shut down. Motion. Check.
Here we go.
It's that.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final